Let's go down to what this bonus section is all about. This bonus section, we are going to be showing you guys how to trade with real money. Of course, by now you're supposed to have gotten your broker. You're supposed to have signed up with the link which has been sent to you. You've gotten your broker and you've deposited your money. You've linked your Exness to your Mentor 5. So I don't know if some of you might have skipped those process to this bonus section, but you don't know where that is, so you just go boil down to mod 3. That is where you're going to see these things I just mentioned. Now let's get started. Now, one of the strategies that was taught to you guys, which is in model 5, was SMC. SMC have been explained to you, whereby talked about smart money concepts, where the big guys in the market comes in to push the market. They create a whole lot of liquidity in the market, and then they react at that same place where they bought previously or they sold previously. Now let's get into section. Now we say that order block is the last opposition candle, which is this. Let me zoom so that you can see. So on this my screen, all the purple candles are sales. Normally when you log into your trading view, it's usually red and blue, right? Or red and green. Red for sales, green for the buys. But this was already customized, so don't be confused. Now the white one is for bulls on my screen. The cells are for bearish, right? So this is a bear candle. This is the last bearish candle before the impulse move, right? Last bearish candle, and we map that as our order block, as you're being taught. So we draw it like this, right? So this setup, we were on this setup, right? And you can see we are on profit because the market tapped into this particular order block and then rallied up. So that is what we are talking about. Now let's look at another order block. All you just need to do is to look for order blocks in the market, right? Now we have this one, the last candle, the last opposition candle before what? Before an impulse move. Are you seeing? This is the last opposition candle before an impulse move. And what happened? We see that it came back and they rallied up to this to mitigate this high. So market has cleared this high here. Sorry, market has cleared this high here. So we see that. So imagine you were in this kind of setup here, you would have made a whole lot of money, right? So the concept of SMC is to look, like I said, look for order blocks, and take your trades from order blocks, because they are always going to come back to that point where they first push price. Now let's look at the next one. We say the last candle before the impulse move. This is an impulse move. What then happened in this candle? Take note of how I am drawing this. So are you seeing that market came back here and then it rallied up to this point? So this particular strategy is valid for any time frame at all, but always remember that the higher time frame is more stronger than the lower time frame. If you're taking your trades from the lower time frame, do not expect it. Okay, don't over expect it. Quickly take your profit out, because the higher time frame always overrides the smaller time frame. Okay, so what again? We have another order block here. Are you seeing? Make sure you go study these things and how price tends to react in the market. See how price came to tap in there and then rallied up, right? So it's as simple as ABC. Just choose a time frame, look for order blocks. That's what you're going to do. So step 1 is what? Choose a time frame. Step 2 is what? Look for order blocks. Step 3 is what? Wait for the order blocks to come tap on. Wait for price to come tap on your order block, and that is as simple as that. So in case, probably, like I taught you guys, that there are different types of trader. There are different types of trader because there are different types of time frames. Like the 4 hours time frame is different from the 1 hour time frame, is different from the 30 minutes, the 15 minutes, the 1 minute, the 5 minutes time frame, even the 12-year time frame. Because if you're going to a much more higher time frame, it's going to take time for that trade to come to that place. Okay, so if you choose to be a scalper, your range is from 1 hour to the 1 minute time frame. Okay, and if you are a day trader, it's from 4 hours to the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, if you choose to be a swing trader, then your entry should be from 4 hours, right? Should be from 4 hours. And then position trader, like 1 month, 1 week. So it's all about what you want, right? It's all about what you want. As you can see on this look here, we see that, let's look at this. This was on, when was this order block from? This was on March, Tuesday 31st of March. And when did it tap? This was 2nd of April. So it took 1 month for it to come back to these points. So you need to be patient enough to take out your profits. How can you avoid losses? It's as simple as that. It's as simple as ABC. You see, what I want you to note is that trading is not difficult as people make it to be. By the time you start understanding the concept, your eyes start opening to what the chart is talking about, right? By the time you start gaining understanding, of course, it's in every field. By the time you start gaining understanding in everything, anything you are doing, that thing becomes easy. So just calm yourself down. And how to avoid losses is that you don't trade anyhow. Avoid your emotions. It's as simple as that. Avoid your emotions. If the market is going up, you're watching the market and it's going up. Now, like I said, look for order blocks, right? That's what I said. Look for order blocks. I've taught you guys how you can make profits from the market. Now, look for order block and wait for it to react. That is all you just have to do. Once it reacts, allow the market to play by itself and choose when to take your profits. Now, let's look at an example of what I'm saying here. We mapped here, like I said, we are on profit on this, right? We're on profit on this. So, like I said, let's look at let's measure the profit that gold has done. So your stop loss, okay, I'm going to, sorry, I've not taught you guys about stop loss and TPs. I'm going to talk about that. So your stop loss should always be at the recent high, right? The last high that market did on that time frame. That high should not be inside. It should not be this one. It shouldn't be this one. It should be this one that is out. Everyone that are not the one that is inside. Let me show you guys again. See, We have this, we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this. Not these ones that are inside. Those ones that are inside are internal, and the ones that are outside are for that particular time frame. Okay, take note. So how many has God has done 1:1 already, more than 1:1, and say your greed level is at that point, which is 1:3. What this means is that if you put in $50, you're getting $50 times 3 times, okay, plus your initial capital, which is $200. Okay, so you can choose when to take your profit. You want to choose 1:2, that is 2 times what you're risking, 2 times what you're risking, which is here, or you want to take out 1:1. So any of them can go. 1:1, 1:2, 1:3. We even have 1:5. That is risking $10 and you're getting 5 times of what you risk. That is 5 times of $10. That's $50. We even have 1:10. So, but all those things are for another day. But just so you know, okay, just so you know that you need to know what you're risking. Okay, that's how you should avoid losses. I said number one is that do not avoid emotions. That's what I said. Number one, avoid emotions. Now I've showed you guys how you can make money from the market. So avoid emotion. Allow the market to do its thing. If it stops you out there, it stops you out. Number two, always put SL. Always put SL. Number three, do not risk all your money. Do not risk all your money. Choose what you can afford to lose in the market and do not risk all your money. So that is it about this video. I hope you guys got value on this. Follow us on our YouTube channel. We'll be sharing more valuable content for you guys. And also do not forget to look into getting into our paid mentorship, where we are going to be showing you guys more in-depth things about markets, more and more in-depth about the market. We're going to be teaching you guys a lot more deeper things in other blogs, more deeper things in things like liquidity in the market. We're going to show you guys about highs and lows, swing highs and lows, breaker blocks, mitigation blocks. There are still a lot that you will need to learn. We're also going to show you guys, because there are a lot of other blocks in market, we're going to show you guys, we're going to be teaching you guys precision, how to be precise, how that is this particular thing our market wants to do. I know you want to learn that, so you get all of those things in our paid mentorship class. Okay, all right guys, see you guys, and we love you. Take care.